to our show. I am the Supreme Overlord Ruler and all-around cooler host here at the Fortress of Nerditude.
Where on the virtual screen did you get that idea?
From where on the virtual screen am I? You know, last time when you didn't guess Singapore.
First of all, did you hear some of those clues? They were insane. I blame the producer and the writing crew for coming up with impossible clues.
Now you know how I felt with Romania. Anyway, you didn't get it, so that makes me the Supreme Overlord Ruler and all-around cooler host here at the Fortress of Nerditude.
No, that only makes you the cooler host. That's it. Nothing else, not Supreme, not Overlord, not Ruler. Just cooler host.
So what you're saying is where on the virtual screen am I is only about being the cooler host?
Yes.
So what you are saying is where on the virtual screen doesn't have anything to do with anything else except cooler host?
Yes.
Then that means that I am always the Supreme Overlord Ruler. You know, since it has nothing to do with the virtual screen.
Yeah, sure. Whatevs. Oh, Supreme One! Go ahead and tell us what we're doing then.
News, local events, not kicking the bucket, have a cooler host competition, and you'll see with the scenery. Production peeps, roll it.
Star Wars!
Star Wars!
Star Wars!
Star Wars.
1 week from today, the Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, opens in theaters worldwide. Anticipation is exploding as it's estimated to reach the $1 billion mark in gross earnings. J.J. Abrams and Disney have taken over the helm of the film franchise, and expectations could not be higher. My only expectations are that the acting is on par with the special effects. Sorry, young Anakin.
Poor little Annie. Do you have any empty shoeboxes lying around your house? What if I told you that scientists are developing a particle accelerator small enough to fit inside that shoebox? The project relies on lasers as opposed to microwaves for a more efficient way of revving up particles to near light speed. Joel England, one of the researchers at Stanford's National Accelerator Laboratory, said that by using lasers you can accelerate the particles in a shorter distance to get a higher energy. The project is proving to be incredibly costly, however, as there are only about 30,000 functioning particle accelerators worldwide. In layman's terms, honey, you can't shrink the kids just yet. But, I need one now. How else am I supposed to shrink my snakes? Or my rats? Or my cockroaches? Oh my gosh, what about my ants? Get busy, Mr. England. My empty shoebox isn't going to fill itself.
It's been hinted at and finally confirmed. Build-A-Bear workshops in Pokemon are teaming up with the creation of the Build-A-Pikachu. Beginning in 2016, Build-A-Bear workshops across the globe will give you the chance to make your very own customizable Poke-Pal. Dress it up in an assortment of outfits and accessories. Look at you, Pikachu, the new age teddy bear. Who knew that a little ball of lightning could be so charming?
Some major changes are about to take place at Disneyland. More specifically, Star Wars Land is about to take over the entire northwest corner of the park. By takeover, I mean literally take over. Attractions like Mark Twain Riverboat and the majority of Frontierland will be closed as early as July 11th, 2016 to make way for the new Star Wars zone. So let me get this straight. You're going to close a section of the park just so you can build Star Wars Land? Big bad Star Wars gets to do whatever it wants, eh? Okay, so if that's the case, why not just make an entire Star Wars themed theme park? The Mickey emblem would look especially great if he were holding a lightsaber.
Rumors have been circulating that Luke Skywalker might have turned to the dark side. People keep citing that he has been the only main player not to make an appearance in the recent flurry of previews. However, take a closer look and you will see Luke's hand reaching out to R2-D2. Other fans and film buffs believe that Kylo Ren might be the second coming of the dark side. Another theory is that Luke Skywalker is actually the one training Kylo Ren to master the Force. All of these rumors make me wonder. What if the producers try to give Jar Jar Binks another try? What if it turns out Han Solo was a Jedi all along? What if Yoda comes back to life? But not the cute animated Yoda, the creepy puppet Yoda.
Yeah! Or what if The Force Awakens and Chewbacca, R2-D2, and C-3PO? I mean, stop playing games with our hearts and emotions and just get married already. Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker were tricked into thinking they were brother and sister, but in reality they're just second cousins twice removed. What we're trying to say is nobody really knows for sure what's going to happen in the film. So let's take a step back and cross our fingers for the most epic space tale ever told. But OMG Star Wars!
Star Wars! Okay. Let's draw our attention away from a galaxy far, far away and refocus on what's going on in our neck of the universe. That means local events, people, production control, or roll it. It's that time of the year again, and what a better way to celebrate than at Nintendo's Holiday Mall experience. From now until December 20th, Cherry Creek Shopping Center in Denver will have the hottest video games of the holiday season for shoppers to try before they buy. Show up and test out some awesome games like Yokai Watch, The Legend of Zelda, Triforce Heroes, and much, much more. And see which games you might want to ask Santa for this year, or just stop by and simply play some video games.
Speaking of, 'tis the season. Denver's Botanic Gardens and the Denver Zoo are getting into the holiday spirit with their annual Trail of Lights and Denver Zoo Spectaculars. Head down to the Botanic Gardens and follow trail after trail of twinkling lights, or perhaps head on over to the zoo and explore over 70 acres of Christmas light animals. Also, I heard Santa was making an appearance. I've got my list all ready for him.
Well, it looks like Santa is a very busy man this year because he is also making an appearance at the Rocky Mountain Train Show. On December 12th and 13th at the Denver Merchandise Mart, the Rocky Mountain Train Show will be featuring over 30 operating model and toy train layouts of all sizes. The show includes free workshops, hourly door prizes, activities for kids, and over 600 tables of trains for sale. Bring your camera, you won't want to miss this.
And speaking of trains, the Polar Express has arrived. I repeat, the Polar Express has reached the station. All aboard! At the Denver Train Museum, you can ride the Polar Express and enjoy all the magic and wonder of this classic train. I know I plan on jumping aboard.
Ready for winter break? I know I am. No school, no teachers, no waking up at 5:30 a.m. I think the arrival of winter break deserves a party, don't you? Well, luckily for us, Dinosaur Ridge is having a winter break celebration. From December 19th to January 3rd, students can visit the museum for free and take part in all the activities that Dinosaur Ridge allows. Did I mention that it's free? All you have to do is tell them that you're there to celebrate your winter break, and bam, you're in. Everything's better when it's free.
Remember that movie where that kid gets left home alone and he has to fight off a bunch of burglars? What's that called again? Oh yeah, Home Alone. What a classic. Well, at the Colorado Symphony Chorus is performing live during a screening of Home Alone on December 22nd at 7:30 at the Betcher Concert Hall in Denver.
Also, don't forget about the Sherlock Holmes exhibit at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. Test out your detective skills as you travel around Old London and try to solve a mystery. The Nerd Squad will be heading over to DMNS to test that out ourselves, so be sure you get there too.
If Sherlock were actually in the museum, he would probably pop on over to the Power of Poison exhibit as well. It's running through January 10th.
Want to watch the new Star Wars? Want to watch the new Star Wars with some extra cool things thrown in? Join Wings Over the Rockies for a showing of Star Wars at Harkins Theater at Northfield, Stapleton. The museum's official replica X-Wing fighter will be on display. There will be a Q&A after the show and an after-party with food and Star Wars activities. You know, Una and I actually saw the X-Wing fighter when we were at Wings Over the Rockies for the May the 4th. So feel free to check out the websites of all of these wonderful people to find more info on these awesome events and more.
Okay, so it's not Star Wars, but you can watch our commercial. When we come back, the whole Nerd Squad will be playing a game of Geek Up. Stay tuned.
What are you afraid of? You jump right in, shooting video. You have a camera in your hand more than a book. Learn from my dad. He won't waste your time. Learn video production. My dad will teach you. You can do this.
We'll start loosening up those muscles for that rub. I can't believe how much Emily Griffith Technical College has helped me personally and my career so much. They really invested a lot into me. I really felt it while I was there as a student. And I think because of that love and support, I was able to have more confidence in myself. I've been able to open a business for myself. I can do anything I want, right? And I'm not talking about my schedule. I'm talking about that I can truly give back to the community.
Hello, and welcome back. We are here with Michaela, our resident nerd, and we are here to play a game. So I'm going to explain a little bit of the mechanics of the game. Bridget here is holding up our lovely blue screen. Very fancy, very chic, fall line 2015. But we are going to be playing this game where Bridget and Michaela are going to be holding up the screen, and I am going to be giving them clues as to the place or thing that is on that screen, and they are going to have to guess it. All of our items will be off a geek bucket list.
I'm so excited.
I know, me too. Yeah.
Me too.
So,
Yeah.
after these guys, lovely people, guess, we are going to talk about if that is like on our own geek bucket list.
Without further ado, shall we begin?
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
I have the thing. Is it upside down?
All right.
Ooh, see, this is new technology. Bridget can turn it upside
There
down.
you go.
Wow, it's
Oh.
in front of my face.
Okay.
So, this is
Okay. Is it a thing or is it a place?
kind of both.
Yeah.
Both. Oh,
I
goody.
guess it's not. It's like a thing, but it's at a place.
A thing at a place. Okay.
Yes. Let's see. It is rather large.
Rather large. That's
Very,
useful.
very large. We attended ourselves.
We attended it ourselves, did we?
Yes.
Okay. So is it around here then?
Yes.
Okay, it's around
Yeah.
here.
What?
Okay.
Nope, it's not around here.
It is
not
not
around
around
It's
here. I
something
misread
similar
that.
to what we attended. Or what you attended.
Is it San Diego Comic-Con?
Yay!
Yes, I would love to go there. I have not yet, but I'm like super.
Same.
Yeah,
I
we
would
need
love
to go.
to.
I think we should take a pilgrimage.
Yes.
I vote that
Definitely.
Nerds goes there. And
Yeah.
yes, it's certainly on my bucket list.
Production people.
Hey guys.
Pretty please. All right.
Let's go. Okay,
Yeah.
are we ready?
Yeah.
Here you
I
go.
am
All
ready.
right. All right. Let's try
Is it
this.
in front of your face?
It is.
Can you not see the screen?
I cannot see
Okay,
the screen.
we're good. We're good for. Oh, okay. Start asking us questions.
Is it a is it a place or a thing?
It's a
thing.
thing.
It's a thing. What kind of nerdy is it?
Like
Like-
science.
Yeah,
nerdy?
science nerdy.
Science nerdy.
Yeah.
Is it like academic science nerdy? or-
No.
Not exactly. No.
People could probably get something academic out of it, but
But you could really enjoy it even if you weren't a science nerdy
Yeah.
person.
Oh man, this is difficult. Is it around here, or is it a thing? Never mind.
But you could do it around here.
You could do it
Yeah.
around here.
You could experience this thing.
it probably wouldn't be as pretty around here as
Is
it
it
would be somewhere else.
Is it like an object or like a gathering?
Sort of a gathering.
would be better.
I mean,
Gathering.
it's not like a gathering in
It's-
like a traditional sense, though.
It's not like Science Bowl.
Okay, we'll give you one more.
One more question.
Man.
Make it a good question.
I don't know.
Do you want us to just tell you what it is?
Yeah.
It's to watch a meteor shower.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is that
I
on
would
your bucket list?
Yeah.
That's definitely
I
on
hadn't
my
really
bucket
thought
list.
of it
I'd
before,
like
but
to.
definitely, I'd love to do
I
that.
think I saw a small one when I was like 6, but
I mean, if we're talking about astrological events,
Yeah.
I feel like I'd rather see like a solar eclipse.
yeah, that's true.
But like I would like to see a meteor shower.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right.
Okay. We'll do one more quickly. Okay, I'm ready.
All right,
It's in
all right.
front of my face. Okay.
That is-
Are we good?
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
Is it a place or a thing?
it's
Thing.
a thing.
A thing. Okay. Can I do it around here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is it free or does it cost me money?
It'll cost you money for materials.
Cost me
Yes.
money for materials. So am I making something?
Yes.
Am I making something? Is it like science related or like geek related?
Geek related.
related.
But
Geek
like I
related.
guess that you could infuse some science into this.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
infuse science into anything.
There you
so,
go.
Good
I mean,
point.
Whatever. So it's geek related, and I'm making something.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Is it related to like a fandom?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a fandom that I'm in?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it a fandom related to anything that we've done on the show?
Not really.
No.
Not related to the show. Is it... Okay, one more question.
Make it a good one, because, like, this is important.
What am I making? I'm just gonna... Okay, is it... My last question is gonna be, is it a television fandom or a different kind of fandom?
Literary.
Literary fandom. Okay, I'll just take a shot. Is it like to make a magic wand?
No.
Okay, what is it?
Right fandom.
Butterbeer.
Butterbeer! Yes!
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, I haven't
Yeah.
done this one yet either, but I
Same.
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd like to.
food.
All right.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was
Thanks,
fun.
We
guys.
should do it again.
Yes.
Okay, I think we're going
Thank you, lovely
on-
resident nerd,
Yeah,
for
thanks for
coming.
joining
You're
us.
welcome.
Yes.
And I
of
think
course.
we're rolling commercial, yeah?
I believe
Commercial?
so.
Okay, commercial.
What is a pun, and why does my teacher tell me to stop using them in my essays?
Is there a formula of sorts for analyzing poetry?
If we had to leave Earth, where should we go? Subtracting a negative is like adding a positive. So opposite of an opposite. Two wrongs make a right, I guess. He went to bed, I went to bed. You wouldn't say, me went to bed, unless you're a caveman.
What is the hottest planet in the solar system?
A semicolon is like Wonder Woman. She can work alone. Coolness, cool points. We'll go
Cool points
there.
count a lot in the universal spectrum.
My grandson has fractions, so here's what the directions say.
Oh, what grade are you in?
4th,
You are very, very smart.
Oh, I thought that was 1
Solid.
second and I panicked.
Hello, camera. My name is Bridget,
Hello.
and we are back.
Are we back?
We are back. Wow, we're having a hard time here. We're getting talked in
Yes.
our ears. We were not prepared. But you know what we are prepared for? We're prepared to play Where on the Virtual Screen
Yes,
Am I?
we are.
Where Una's going to guess, and I'm going to get back my cooler host moniker.
And we've got our crown
Wonderful crown.
back
I'm
here,
gonna
which
wear the
is
crown.
mine for the time being.
It will be my crown. It's going to
But
be
it's
my
mine.
crown.
Oh.
Whatever. Are you ready, Una?
I'm ready. I'm
Mask
prepared.
up. Okay, do you want to make a random guess before I give you any clues or?
Tombridge, Ireland.
Yeah, that's wrong. But you tried. Okay, so your first clue. There are 52 outdoor skating rinks in this city.
New York?
No. Okay, we'll try this next one. Over 21 million people visit this city on an annual basis. There's about 250,000 people who work in tourism and hospitality.
Is it somewhere in Europe?
No.
Toronto.
Actually, yeah, you're right. You got it
Are you
within 2
serious?
clues.
It's Toronto.
Oh no! Ah! I try so hard. And what do I get? I get nothing.
I
Because-
remain the queen.
So, I guess I'm going to keep giving you the clues because they're interesting, and then we'll move into the nerdy tie-ins. So, some of the other clues were that according to Guinness World Records, the city has the world's largest underground walkway with a total of 29 kilometers or 18 miles of retail space. It connects 50 office towers, 5 subway stations, 6 hotels, and 1 railway terminal.
That's really cool.
Our next one was that it has the largest population of Italians outside of Italy. I don't know if that would have helped you at all. It has over 140 languages and dialects spoken by its residents.
Jeez, all right.
So that's pretty impressive, pretty international. It has over 200 historic monuments and public works of art, and over 70 film festivals and a handful of renowned ballet and opera companies.
Cool.
It continually ranks as high on the best places to live lists and surveys. Its zoo is home to more than 5,000 animals. And the first map of the city was made by a 13-year-old, so that was my favorite clue.
That
And
one's
I'm really sad we
awesome.
didn't get there, but whatever. Una's just the cooler host, I guess. Whatever. So, now we'll get to some nerdy tie-ins. So, A&C World, and it's a gaming space, and it offers unlimited console gaming for an entry fee of $5. So that's pretty
That's
neat.
really neat.
And they've got arcade machines, retro consoles like NES and Sega, Genesis, newer platforms like PlayStation, Wii, and Xbox 360, and even space for hobby card players to pay for free. So it also hosts tournaments almost every weekend. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
There's a hobby game store at Bloor and Dufferin. It's a geek paradise. They boast a 1,500 square foot game room that their customers can use for role-play games, hobby card games, board games, and miniature tabletop gaming. Their calendar of events has a game gathering on every single day of the week.
That's pretty neat.
That's a lot of gaming.
Yeah.
I wish I could game that much, but you know what?
Yeah.
School's the thing. So, you know, whatever. Yeah. We've got the Toronto Underworld LARP, which is live action role playing, for those of you who don't know the acronym. And it provides complex scenarios that explore mature subject matter and social issues in medieval setting. And they also throw Viking-themed dark raves. So, you know, LARPing or dark raves.
I could go for a dark rave.
And the Greater Toronto Chess League is a member of the Ontario Chess Association and coordinates activities for affiliated chess clubs around the GTA. And they host tournaments and events for all ages and skill levels. Okay, we've got a couple more nerdy tie-ins.
All right.
Lots of nerdy tie-ins for Toronto.
I had no
We should just
idea
go
that
to
Toronto was this cool.
So the human body was the real inventor of insulin, but it was two University of Toronto scientists, Frederick Banting and J.J.R. McLeod, who discovered and developed the pancreatic hormone for the treatment of diabetes.
That's a really cool name, can I just say?
What?
J.J.R. McLeod.
Yeah, I guess people named JJ are just...
Yeah, they're just superior.
Superior, I guess. And they were awarded the Nobel Prize, actually, in medicine in 1923 for their discovery, so that's pretty neat. In addition to biology, we've got some other sciences. The electron microscope was actually invented in Toronto as well. And the majority of the practical data that we're able to deserve about organisms too small to be seen by the naked eye got its start at the U of T, where Hiller, Priebus, and Burton rolled in to change the science game forever. And our last nerdy tie-in for Toronto is that the humble and still hilarious whoopee cushion was invented by Toronto by the J.E.M. Rubber Company in 1930s.
Wow.
So, Toronto's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I guess it's too easy. Thanks, production control. I'm sure you all want Una to win, but we all know I'm the cooler host. So, roll to commercial, and we're going to have our guests when we come back. So, thanks.
100 years, 2 million served. That is like McDonald's numbers.
And with that many alumni of Emily Griffith Technical College, it will take some time to reconnect with them all. But that's just what Albie Seagull, the Emily Griffith Foundation president, is trying to do.
Probably 250,000 alumni living in the Denver metropolitan area today, and we would like to find 25,000 over the course of this year.
Step 1, throw a party.
Yeah!
With the Parade of Lights going on in downtown Denver, alumni were invited to the Denver Post building for food, fun, and friends.
I came to the party tonight to see if I meet up with some old friends and see where they are at in life today.
And express what Emily Griffith has done for them.
If it wasn't for Emily Griffith, I wouldn't have had a different avenue to take in my life experience. And I'm enjoying doing a lot of different things with my life.
Much as I enjoy Emily Griffith, I promote as much as I can. I get out and do as many of the events as I can.
But it was not just all food and games. How about a car?
Yes, one lucky winner is going to win a 3-year lease on a Mini Cooper at the end of the year.
Emily Griffith alumni have a chance to drive this Mini Cooper donated by Shop Automotive just by showing up, not only to the Parade of Lights, but...
We'll have events over the course of the year at the Nuggets and at the Avalanche and at the Rapids, the Stock Show for alumni of Emily Griffith, where you can even re-enter. So you'll have more than one chance to win.
Westera Credit Union also has a plan to help Emily Griffith celebrate 100 years.
Westera is also donating $52.80 back to the foundation for every account that is opened. And you mentioned that you're with Emily Griffith Technical College.
This year-long celebration is just getting started, and you do not want to miss out on any of the fun. So go to egfoundation.org to learn more on how you can join in celebrating 100 years of opportunity.
Hello, hello. Welcome back, and we are here with our guests from Baker's Dozen Scenery. So, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
We've got Jerry and Art.
Thank you
How you
guys for
doing?
joining us.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having us. Absolutely.
So let's just jump right in here, and we're going to ask you, what's your nerd cred? What makes you nerdy?
I've been game mastering role-playing games for 30 years.
All right.
Star Wars on my shirt.
I saw that. It's awesome.
I like the creepy Yoda puppet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
What about you, Art?
I'm just one of the game players.
He's in my group. He's been playing with me for 15 years.
That's really cool. That's
yeah. We make scenery together. We've been doing that for about 4 games.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's a long time to be doing something like that, and that's awesome to stick with it. And yeah.
Yeah, so you mentioned that you use those for gaming, but can you tell us a little bit about what types of things people use the models for and how they help to enhance the gameplay? So as you can see, this is what we got. Yeah, look at this. So if you guys could tell us a little bit about how people use these in their games and stuff.
Like for instance, in Dungeons and Dragons, and games like that, they generally have like flat terrain and 1-inch squares that they move their little guys on, their miniatures. With stuff like this, you have 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
So you put your miniature in it and you can actually see where it is. Generally, most of this material here is made into 1-inch squares, so you can use it for measuring your distance and kind of makes it a little more realistic.
Yeah.
You know, you got an actual wall.
3D terrain versus drawing it out on butcher paper.
Yeah.
You know, where we all started.
We all started on butcher paper and graph paper, sort of gone upwards.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like an awesome evolution. What's your most popular model?
It's hard to say. I mean, generally we make scenery out of various materials. Mostly the stuff made out of Hearst Arts is the most popular. We've recently made a really cool sewer system a lot of people like.
Cool.
We're hoping that our crypts and our kind of creepy underground cemetery stuff will be that good too.
Yeah. Do you think there's another popular one that you like, or are you with him with the sewers?
No, the sewers is really a very nice looking set that we'd put together. So, of course,
one more.
Yeah, it's always the last one that you built is the one that you really like. You know, it's always, oh, that's the best one.
Oh, we've got a picture of it right there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's,
wow, that
there's
is so
me
cool.
looking off to the side, but it was one of my favorite ones made. Definitely, we made a starship that's 15 feet long.
Oh wow.
And that was one of my favorite too. It was
That's
really
pretty
took
cool.
about a year and a half to make.
Yeah, or more.
And it's kind of still evolving.
Neat.
You kind of start making the stuff and you get kind of crazy with it.
Was it like a custom or just a project that you guys decided to do?
Custom, just
Cool.
a project. Started as just a project and then it was labor of love. Started
Cool.
to add more and more.
That makes sense.
Truly
So-
for gaming.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah,
gaming
of
nerds
course.
here.
All right.
Okay. Oh, wow, so we've got another picture up. Wow, these things are so intricate.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Thank
so, yeah, I guess, yeah, so can you tell us what this is that we've got up here? on the
Okay,
screen?
well, it's I'm not sure what you'd use it in a sewer. I figured that at some point you'd want to stir things around and
There you
a mess.
go.
And really, it's just to put a monster in to fight your player characters, players. But a little bit, the chain is the same chain you would use for a necklace, and those are actually wooden boards painted to look like a little Turner, and a bunch of paint and love.
Just something that keeps the sewer moving.
Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to look like that, but really, it's for putting miniatures on and fighting each other.
Cool, well, awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about, like, so that last one that we saw there, how long does it take you to build something like that?
That took about, how long did it take to pour the material for?
Usually a set takes us about 150 to 200 hours
Wow.
by the time that we start a project and then we actually get it finished.
That would include the building and the painting time too, I'd say.
Okay,
Wow.
that's a lot of time. I'm
Yeah.
impressed. Yeah. What all goes into creating a model? Like, what's your process? Or
Well, it depends on the material, but we'll work with this material here. There's a company you can go to online called Hearst Arts Molds, and they make rubber molds. And then you'd use hydrostone, which is a kind of concrete.
Dental plaster.
Dental plaster. You kind of pour it out, kind of like pancakes,
Oh, wow.
and in the molds, and it pops out little pieces,
Just like Legos.
kind of like Legos, but
that's really
you
neat.
know,
Stick them together.
wood glue and love. Yeah, that's a manor I made.
Is that like multiple levels?
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah,
big-
so, like, can you go inside?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's about 2 feet tall.
about that tall.
Oh, that's
Wow.
really cool.
And each level's detailed out. Yeah.
I guess it'd be over 3 feet tall if you added up the
towers.
towers on the
I
side.
was really trying to make it as tall as I can. I was
Yeah.
mostly the shorter scenery like that, and I was like 9 levels. How far
Wow.
can I go?
That's so cool.
Well, thank you for showing all this stuff to us, and that we hear that you're going to give us a quick lesson on how you guys make components out of
Yeah.
everyday objects.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, we'll show
So-
you.
yeah, we'll see you guys on the green
Let's
screen
head on
when
over.
we come back from our ad.
Yeah.
Nearly 100 years ago, a Denver school teacher by the name of Emily Griffith opened a school. Not just any school, but one where Emily hoped that any working person who had an hour or two to spare may come and study what they could to make life more useful. She knew she wanted to call this school Opportunity. And on September 9, 1916, the doors opened for the School of Opportunity. The popularity of the school was a surprise, as she had hoped for 200 students to enroll that first day. Instead, she ended up with 1,400. The school started with classes ranging from telegraphy to typing, culinary to hairdressing, also English for the immigrants that were flowing into the state so that they too could find meaningful employment, an effort close to Emily's heart. As the needs of the community changed, so did the School of Opportunity, adding courses like machine shop for the war effort and nursing, also many business classes. Emily retired in 1933, and against her objections, the school was renamed in her honor, the Emily Griffith Opportunity School. But the story does not end here. Emily Griffith Opportunity School is now Emily Griffith Technical College, a name that better reflects the current times and needs for the business world. More than 50 career training certificate programs with hands-on education and training in health sciences, business and technology, creative arts and design, and trades and industry.
I love Emily Griffith. I love the teachers, I love the program, I like the people that come here. There's a huge diversity.
And we still have Colorado's oldest and largest English as a second language program with more than 40 day and evening classes.
ESL program is very important for me because I need to improve my level of English, but I can here improve my level completely.
Plus, the least expensive college programs in Colorado with financial aid and scholarships. Many students even graduate debt-free.
It has taken care of my education completely. It has paid for my schooling and my supplies.
So many programs to fit any person's needs. And we are still growing.
The vision of Emily Griffith Technical College is to be the premier college of excellence in the delivery of career and technical education. It's very exciting in that we can house most of our functions in this brand new downtown campus, serving our students just as we had in 1916, providing opportunities for all who wish to learn, as well as our location at 200 East 9th, where our video production program is housed, along with our broadcast studio. And we recently have moved into our new branch campus at 1205 Osage Street, which will house our College of Trades and Industry, a state-of-the-art facility that houses 50,000 square feet of instructional programming. With our 50-plus certificate programs spread out among 3 different campuses, we're hoping to build capacity, continue to offer the same grade instruction at the least expensive tuition point in the state of Colorado.
We truly do offer opportunity.
Opportunity.
Opportunity. Opportunity.
Opportunity.
For all who wish to learn.
Welcome back. We're here to look at these awesome sets. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about what we've got going on here?
We've got a show of a little bit of the different materials we use to make things. You could use pretty much anything. We do a lot of building with the molded concrete hydrostone material, but we also try to use the styrofoam from containers. You get your Amazon containers and your electronics.
So cool.
You put a little toy, this or that, you find something, you paint it up. Doesn't matter where it comes from, you just go, hey, this looks like a building, I'll take this piece and I'll stick it onto there. This is a styrofoam.
Just foam that you get over at Lowe's or Home Depot.
For insulation, insulation foam.
Side of the house, and then you just use a hot knife and melt it down. And
just a little bit of imagination. Same kind of materials used over on the trees over there.
Cool.
Those are like train trees, the kind you buy for train sets, and some rocks from outdoors, and a little bit of flocking. He used a towel to make the roof of that.
Wow.
A towel and glue, exactly how you did that, Art?
Yeah, just took a towel and just cut it in strips, and you dip it in glue, and then you let it set on top of it.
Look at that.
So then you have a hard roof for your model that you've built, and
And then
you
on
can.
the inside, you just got, and then we've got the building that it was inside of.
And it's also her starts there.
Yeah.
Little door, little
The
concrete
door
door
fell
come
out,
out.
but look, you've got a little door.
Little concrete doors.
We wanted everything to be durable, so that way it doesn't break and chip.
Oh,
and
that's amazing,
completely
yeah.
bust
Yeah.
apart when you're playing and
Yeah.
knocking stuff around on your game table. And
So cool.
the same with even the pieces, just the durability of the hydrostone.
Yeah.
I'm not for sure the exact number, but you're 1800 PSI compressive strength. So you don't want your pieces to chip when you knock them together on a game table.
And there'll be a lot of knocking together on a game table.
Yeah.
Put a lot of this stuff out. We also use a clear coat, like an acrylic, to make liquid effects on top of our lava.
Yeah, I was
Shine
just
it up in
looking
there.
at
Look at that.
Generally, the boards, what's the board called?
It's just a masonite board that we bought at Lowe's too, and you
Yeah,
just
see? It's just more
All of our scenery, generally all our heavy stuff uses that at the bottom.
Yeah, everything we build is on the modular scale, so that way you can completely put it together to make your own dungeon, you know, whether you want it a castle looking from the outside or the inside.
Yeah.
Walls, rooms, halls, and then of course, you know, you can use your imagination from corners and T's and straights and do the whole 9 yards. Just like what we were talking earlier, whether you're drawing it out on butcher paper or you're playing with it actually with a 3D model in front of you.
Yeah.
It's nice for sight lines as you're playing the game, so that way you have more accuracy of what you can and cannot see.
Yeah.
How do you get the scale on these guys right? Because they look very accurate to scale. Do you have blueprints, or do you just do it from imagination?
Well,
imagination.
Imagination for most. One cool thing is that the companies that put out the molds put them out ready to be used for 28 millimeter to 32 millimeter miniatures.
Gotcha.
And the ones that are there.
And they build very similar, they won't build similar, but they'll build certain models online and stuff that you can copy, and then you can mix and match them and kind of come up with the different things, which is what we try to do is build stuff that we want, not necessarily what they show online or what the other guy's doing. You want to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you've got a painted thing here a painted one and an unpainted. Can you tell us a little bit about like how you go from one to the other? And
Okay, yeah. We'll mold several of these small little pieces, and you can see them here. They're kind of glued together. You can see the yellow, all that's glue. We'll mold a bunch of pieces and then decide how big of a piece we want to make, what size. Put down a floor, 4 of these pieces, and then just build them up.
Can we show the camera?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Camera. Put down a floor, and then build the walls up whatever way. You generally will have like piles of different kinds of pieces, like little skulls or little wall pieces, and you just build it up, you know, like Legos. Except that it glues together and it's kind of messy.
Yeah, of course. And then what kind of job like goes into the painting and all that?
You know, what kind of paint it is?
We just use the 99-cent black spray paint on the very base coat of
like a
everything.
primer?
So then you just use some gray model paints, like 60, 70 cents over at Michael's or one of the craft stores. Just a dry brushing technique, back and forth. Usually use a couple different grays and then some white and red to accent. This one, I don't know if it's kind of hard to see, but there's actually a lighted effect in the inside of it.
Yeah,
So
put
if
a
you
little
can
tea
see
lights
that
in.
going.
You do a little, you know, once you get to your base structure, you just kind of look at it and go, hey, I think a little light would be good, or one more skull, or a little monster head, or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that one you had over there. It has like a sarcophagus in it.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
This whole set, we were making a set to be like crypts or an ossuary.
Ossuary.
And so we were making crypts and stuff for like vampires. And
Neat.
there's this Dungeons and Dragons campaign called Ravenloft. And it's you're fighting a vampire king, and you want to have like
There you
crypts
go,
and
yeah.
undead and little things like this. We're
So-
kind of in the middle of that build.
Yeah.
Yeah, but too many of them. I mean, you know, we have the Egyptian tiles.
Oh, of course.
You know, you have your low-tech dungeon. You have a high-tech dungeon in case you're playing Star Wars and you're on a
And
ship.
all these different things.
And then all the way down.
They generally
so-
all fit together. It's
So if you wanted a world where we've got Egypt going to
right
mix-
out in space.
mix mash
Yeah.
world.
Well, you got Egypt in space. You got like
yeah, Egypt
Yeah.
in space.
That'd be really cool.
Sounds like a Doctor Who episode.
It does.
Or the holodeck.
Yes.
And then we'll put a door at the front, right?
yeah, well,
A
sort of.
hidden door so people don't know what's behind.
Boom.
There you go.
Perfect.
Look at that dungeon.
Dude, that's so cool. So do you guys like sell these to players? Do you work on commission? Do you just like go to Comic-Con and stuff? or-
Generally, we started going to Comic-Con, and now
Okay.
we work on commission, and
Cool.
we have a Facebook site for people that see it, and there's various sites online where they sell terrain. Mostly, we build for fun. We build a game. We go.
Yeah.
We get our group together on the weekends, and we put little miniatures on there and roll a bunch of polyhedral dice.
Yeah.
What's the craziest request that you guys have gotten for something?
Giant walled cliffs
Ooh.
made out of probably would be made out of styrofoam. We're still in the works on that for like a canyon.
Ooh, that's cool.
That would be
Yeah, it sounds like the Cliffs of Insanity or like where they're racing in the first
Yes,
few Star Wars movies.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
it'll be fun to make.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
that sounds
super
really
fun.
exciting.
Yeah.
So what kind of training do you guys have to build stuff like this? Like how do you...
OJT.
Yeah. Home training.
Yeah. Really, we just bought a book and started reading, how to make game train, and then you build a couple models, and then you realize what you did wrong, and then next time you change it up and you try it again, and from buying the different molds and then making our own molds, you tried this silicone, you tried that silicone, and back and forth, and there's a place in town called Reynolds, which sells nothing but 3D effects and everything. So you can go there and get a lot of supplies and stuff that you need, but a little bit of research,
Online.
Yeah,
Online
just
you can find a lot of information.
Yeah, just Google it and you'll see it, and it's really just jump in and do it. But it's a labor of love. It's a time commitment once you get into it.
But you can't stop. You start building and you can't stop. My house is full of it.
And interior decorating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go. It's fun. It's fun interior decorating.
Yeah, so you were talking about these trees before, and you get these from like modeling for trains and stuff?
Like a modeling train store.
Neat.
Yeah. You can find all kinds there, different sizes, but their sizes are generally perfect.
Yeah.
I like the HO scale, HO scale.
Yeah, if you pay attention to the different sales here and there, like at the dollar store, you can get trees around Halloween.
Oh,
They'll
that
have
makes
those on the little sites.
you go.
You can get a lot of little bits and pieces that you use to glue into things. And then vice versa, after Christmas, there's a lot of little pieces that come out of the scenes and sets
There you go.
that they put up for those, so you can take those and tear them apart and glue the pieces in as you wish. And
repaint your Christmas houses into old medieval houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, they're talking to us again.
It's okay.
Sorry, can you, let's see.
Sorry. Yeah, like what kinds of things do you make? Obviously you've got castles and you've got the cliffs and stuff. What types of things do you make?
I made a pyramid about this tall. I'm not sure if the pictures were brought here. That one giant manor house that we're talking about, a second pyramid. So there's two of those. Pretty much a city of small buildings.
Oh look, there's your pyramid.
There's one of them kind of stretched out.
That is really
It's
cool.
a little extra stretched.
bunch of levels. But it's not just the pyramid, it's making the interior. Interiors like what you're seeing here. I mean, there's a whole table. Every time that we build a land, it's a complete 4x8 table worth of land. So when you play it, it's like playing at a game convention when you're playing on professional scenery.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for as we build our stuff.
That's
so
really cool.
But each land, I think, we've had everything from sewers to swamps to Egypt.
Swamps. We did Egyptian. We did kind of like an ancient, almost Atlantean,
ruins,
old ancient Greek kind of looking ruins.
Caverns.
Caverns.
Yeah,
all kinds of
caverns.
underground
Ice
things.
world. We've
Ice
done
stuff.
a tree world, which is just nothing but trees and running down hedgerows, if you will.
Too much to fill this table with.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to decide what to bring.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we are running out of time, but I got one more quick question for you. Is what do pieces like this usually go for, just so in case our viewers are interested?
Well, what would you say, Art? A piece like that?
Typically, a piece like this would end up going, of course, with a whole bunch of other stuff. But this piece alone would be anywhere about $90 range, just for this piece alone.
Something painted like that. Generally, the sets are a full set would probably cover half of this table. And it's on the $150 to $200 range.
You'd be able to get a house like that for about $60.
Sweet.
Well, awesome. Gamers, save up your cash so you can buy yourself
we've
some
got
of
your
this.
next pet project. So,
thank you for joining us,
You're
gentlemen.
welcome. Thanks for having us. This has been really fun.
We're here at Nerds, and check us out on the web and our social
Check
media.
these guys out as well.
Check these guys out. And I'm pretty sure that's it. So we're wrapping up. Join us next time. So, yeah,
Let's all wave.
Thank you.
Wrapping it up. And bye.
Woo!